Hey guys, this is GPD here, and in today's video, I'm going to do another test that is very frequently requested from you guys. That is to test out the Gamecube emulation on GPD XD Plus. And I have something nice to show you guys. I know this has been waiting for a long time, so I decided to make a video on Gamecube emulations, and here is this video today. So before we start, we just go back to the original settings as usual. So I don't want to waste time on speaking out specifications right now. So we'll go straight into the games today. So here comes the fun part. So we'll start our Dolphin Emulator, and our current Dolphin emulator, current Dolphin is at a latest nightly build. I'm not sure this is from the same build as a Google Store, but I am downloading the latest nightly from Dolphin themselves. So this is the only way to ensure that you guys can get the latest version for this emulator. And the current version that I use is 5.064562. So this is one of the latest nightly builds. And if you guys want the latest version, I will just put a link on the Dolphin Emulator page. And I really want to say thanks to the Dolphin teams, since they are working really hard right now. Releasing new builds very frequently. Each day I can see there is a new build, even for the Windows and even on Android. So congratulations to the Dolphin team, amazing team. And even if you are not planning to play on the GPD XD Plus, it is highly suggest to give them kudos, because this is the only way we can preserve Nintendo Gamecube's game. And with Win 2 or even the XD Plus in this case, we have the ability to play some of the Gamecube classic that is not available elsewhere. So in today's video, I'm going to test out Metal Gear Solid, the Twin Snake. But before we start, I'm going to show you guys a quick video on the settings. I think I will do a settings video separately in the future, but just to show you guys a quick run through the settings. So these are the settings that I use. The general settings. Then we'll look into the graphic settings. In our case, only OpenGL is supported. Vulkan, actually, even though our system has a Vulkan support, but on the Dolphin Emulator, when we select the Vulkan API, we will get into a crash no matter what we do. I think this is due to the reason that Imagination's technologies driver is not supporting Vulkan fully for the Dolphin Emulator. So things might get better in the future. If that eventually come, it will improve performance plenty. So we will look into the enhancement. Internal resolution is a 1x, FXAA is a 1x, AF is a 1x, and scale EFB copy is selected. Fox texture filtering is off, per pixel lighting is off. Those are the settings that actually take up quite plenty of resources. Disable fog is on. Uber shader mode is disabled. So I'm gonna show you guys some hacks. Skip EFB access from CPU is on. Ignore format changes is on. Store EFB copies to texture only is on. And texture cache accuracy is low. GPU texture decoding is on. And here are all other settings that I use. So without further ado, we go into the game straight away. It is one of the most awaited games currently, and that is only available on the Gamecube. As we can see, in the beginning we can hear some sound distorting, and the cinematic plays right now. It is a very high-end game, and to be able to play it on GPD XD Plus is actually a surprise to me. Since we disable some of the effects, we can see that we can have some flickering from time to time. but at least our games run, and it is running quite okay. I will try to focus on the frame rate counter.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island, Alaska's Fox Archipelago, was attacked and captured by next generation special forces being led by members of Foxhound. They are demanding that the government turn over the remains.
As I show you, this is actually on the GPD XD Plus.
Not met within 24 hours. They'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Very beautiful games with amazing graphics. Do take a look at the frame rate counter here. Sorry, I think this is quite a long video, but there are still some basics that I need to get to you guys before we can proceed with a future test. In a future test, the settings will be slightly faster, but here is it. It is with us today, so we are going to turn down the sound, and we are going to select very easy since this is just a test. It's still very amazing that this kind of hardcore games runs from a GPD XD Plus. I don't expect it to run at all, to be honest. We can have plenty of graphical glitches due to we are disabling a lot of effects here. But it is still working currently. Here we have a snake from a PS1 era. The cinematic is actually quite graphics heavy, and the fact that it runs is kind of amazing to me. Even though it is a PS2 games, but it is a Gamecube era games, but this is a high-end game. We are talking about emulating on a GPD handheld. So this is pretty crazy. So again, high-end games. The cinematics run very well. This device is getting pretty exciting, so we'll skip straight away to the game. And we are still recording.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Alright, we are in game now. Of course, it's not running full speed, but the fact that it runs is incredible. As you can see, the game is actually running at a slow motion. Since from the games on that era is actually tied to actually its frame rate. I don't think this game is very playable, but you guys asked for a GameCube test. You guys got it now. Just hopefully with a Vulkan enabled, or eventually with a future revision of a GPD Win or XD Plus, you guys can play it. It is as you can see, is high-end games, but it works, just not in a very playable ways. That's why I am kinda reluctant to test GameCube games in the beginning. It is quite slow, but even on a Galaxy S series, those with a Exynos chip, it is not running as fast as we expected. Usually for this for Dolphin, it is highly recommended to use Snapdragon chips. Yeah, we are going to crouch and we'll get through here. This is actually just to show that the games actually works. And we have to stand up. We have a test of a battle. I will just go crazy in this test. Even though I'm a Metal Gear fan, but the slowdowns does affects my ability to play this game. So the best portable experience for MGS Twin Snake is still using we go into first person mode. It still actually is using the Win 2. With GPD Win 2 you can even play V games on a portable, but the Win 2 comes with a price, and that device is not really that cheap. We have to wait for the evasions to off before the lift can be caught. But this is a very high-end games emulating on XD Plus we are talking about. So those looking for emulation on GPD XD Plus, you guys have been advised. If you guys can tolerate the speed, it is suggested. But for those who cannot tolerate slowdown, it is not suggested to play on XD Plus. At least until GPD has sorted out the driver problems. I think the problems with Vulkan is actually related to GPD and not the Dolphin Emulator themselves. The Dolphin team is actually quite efficient, and they produce plenty of good results before. So I'm not going to say that the problem is actually from the Dolphin team. The problem should be from GPD team. In the future, I will try to test out other games that might run, but currently I guess that is all for the GPD XD Plus, since there's plenty of slowdown at the moment. That's all for this video today, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Do comment if you want me to further test Gamecube games, especially for those that is a less demanding one. But that's all for today. Thanks, and enjoy. Subscribe to this channel if you like, or if you want to subscribe, or if you like this video, do subscribe. And if you want to see more of the test, just comment down below. Thanks.